In this video, we will look at some examples of personal style collage boards created in ID 110, Fundamentals of Interior Design. The purpose of this video is to give you an idea of what a board looks like, as well as some tips and ideas for crafting a successful, interesting, and beautiful board. The first board shows the display title, Modern Organic. Note that the creator chose a font for the lettering that conveys the modern organic mood. The creator chose images that show a unified look and seem like they could all exist within the same home. The images feature similarities in design style, wood tone, and soft color palette. In terms of craftsmanship, the images on the board are sharp and not fuzzy or distorted. The edges of the images align around the outside of the board. Spacing between the images is even wherever possible. The last thing to observe about this board is that it shows a variety of locations within a home: bathroom, bedroom, living room, and kitchen, as well as images of individual items such as faces and artwork. This creates interest on the board, and it keeps the small images simple so that they can be easily understood. The next board, Spanish Revival meets California Modern, shows completely different design style, but demonstrates many of the same techniques to make it an interesting and successful presentation. Note that this creator also selected a font which fits the theme. We can see similar quality craftsmanship in the alignment of edges and consistent spacing. This student chose to highlight a few furniture pieces by removing the background on the images. This can be extremely useful when you like one part of an image, but the rest of the image does not work with your board. Watch the tutorial videos later in this module for tips on how to do this. Note again the variety of spaces, both interior and exterior, shown on the board. This student chose to add priority by making some images larger than others. This can be a great way to add emphasis to your favorite image on the board. Beach Chic meets Scandinavian Comfort shows how the mixing of fonts in the title can complement the mixing of styles on the board. Adding color to the font highlights the aqua tone, which occurs in several of the images. Notice how the aqua color is balanced across the board rather than being concentrated to one side or another. This gives a balanced feel to the board. Once again, we find clear images, even spacing, and a variety of subjects and perspectives, both close up and further away. In the eclectic understated sophistication board, the creator chose to shingle or overlap the images. The style chosen is one which highlights unusual combinations and a variety of styles. And images showcase layered accessories and unusual decor. Because of this, the layered look enhances the style of the board. Consider the quiet look of our first board, Modern Organic. This busy composition might not complement that understated look quite as well as it complements an eclectic style. The busyness of your board should coordinate with the busyness of your design style. The next board, Cozy Cabin with Modern Inspiration, is the first board we have seen with a background that is not white. In this case, the creator wanted to describe a deep and moody aesthetic, so the dark background enhances the design. There are deep woods, wrought iron, dark trees, and deep gray stones in the imagery, so a black background adds coziness to the board. It is important to consider the overall mood when deciding on a background tone. Would the Beach Chic meets Scandinavian Comfort board been as successful with a black background? Our last example board, Neo-Traditional with a Southern Touch, again shows excellent craftsmanship in even and aligned borders, consistent spacing, and clear images. Images showcase a completely different style, but have many of the same design hallmarks, such as use of pattern in textures and wallpaper, prominent colors such as green and blue, and traditional styling in furniture and fixtures. This student was thoughtful in their choice of font and design. To distinguish their board, the creator chose to add a background pattern. This can be challenging since there is a possibility the background might distract from the images. However, it works in this case because the background pattern is very subtle and because the design style is one that highlights patterned and detailed rooms. This concludes the presentation of example boards. If you have questions or concerns when creating your board, please reach out and contact your instructor.